Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Evil Dead Rise. And this is the next installment in the classic and beloved horror franchise Evil Dead. And this is from writer-director Lee Cronin, who previously did A Hole in the Ground, picking up the reins from Sam Raimi with this gore-fest and darkly funny horror film that takes the story of the Necronomicon and the Deadites into a high-rise apartment complex and haunting this family with two estranged sisters, played by Lily Sullivan and Alyssa Sutherland, and Sutherland's three children. And this film takes a bit to get started in the first act. It's a bit clunky, except it does deliver probably one of the best title reveals in the history of cinema. It just hits so hard. Yeah, the first act might be clunky, might be a little slow, a lot of exposition and convenience in how this is all set up. But once those horrible words are uttered, you get sent on a crazy thrill ride that's for the next 50 odd minutes is completely unrelenting, and there's plenty of gore and disgusting, like a tattoo needle gun and a cheese grater and all these crazy things that rip skin and bleed, and all of those things are so unnerving and shocking along the way that it really brings you in. And the third act does feel a little bit rushed in terms of where it goes and how it resolves, but there's buckets of blood everywhere, there is thrills to be had everywhere, and this film does give you a little bit more hope than some of the other Evil Dead films, but it's still a dark and twisted world that we get teleported into. And I appreciate the location change, makes it feel a little fresh, but also this family and their dynamics makes us feel connected and actually care about them and don't want to see them turn into these horrible, demented monsters, these Deadites. And Sutherland does such a fantastic job as the Deadite version of her character. All the choices are over the top, but perfect. And Sullivan gives a really strong anchoring protagonist performance here that's really worth it, and you feel the dynamic of this family and their connection, and that makes it 10 times harder when the mother turns into a Deadite. But that's not it, but I won't give anything else away. This film is scary and unnerving and a really quality sequel to one of the original Evil Dead films to begin with. I do appreciate that there is some level of humor here, and this isn't just like uber serious, just gore fest. But in the end, this is an exciting and fun, visceral horror flick that really does right by this franchise, brings this fresh perspective, and delivers something exciting for everyone involved to take in and enjoy. And in general, I would like to see more films of the Evil Dead franchise if they keep going in this direction, but this particular film really capitalizes on the characters, and even though a lot of them aren't the most depthful or potentially interesting, it still delivers and we feel connected. And as the film wraps up and you think about the buckets of blood that you have all over yourself, just remember this was a really crazy fun time. But those are my thoughts on Evil Dead Rise. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.